Hey everybody, I'm Forbes Riley and welcome to today's show. You know, one of the best ways to have an income is to earn money while you sleep. Forbes, is that really possible? Yes, it is. It's called passive income. And I'm excited to bring to the show and have you meet the cash flow connector. Her name is Teresa Kohler. Welcome to the show, girl. How are you?
Thank you for having me.
All right, that is a very interesting title. Cash flow, first of all, they say cash flow is king. What does that even mean about being the cash flow connector?
Cash flow is the key to every business and your life.
Okay.
I grew up watching people go from paycheck to paycheck.
Don't most people?
Most people do.
Yeah.
And what happens if you don't go to work then? You don't get a paycheck.
Right.
And your house can collapse on you. So it is my mission to introduce people to passive income so that they do a job once and they get paid over and over and over again. So they don't have to worry about if something were to happen to them, Lord forbid.
Well,
they don't
that's
have to
the
worry
dream,
about it.
Right?
Yes.
All right, so how did you come to this? You're a lawyer, yes?
I am.
Look, she's so surprised. I am a lawyer.
Oh, I am. Oh, yes, I forgot.
What kind of law do you practice?
Well, I'm in-house counsel for a company called All Card USA.
Okay.
But my love of numbers started way back, Forbes. Wait,
you're getting way too excited about numbers here.
I love numbers. And my love affair began on a street called Sesame Street.
Oh, you're so funny.
I fell in love. My favorite Muppet is the Count. And I think the reason is because numbers lead somewhere.
Do you know I just put that together? That Count Dracula, is that about counting?
He's the Count.
The Sesame. That's
yes,
so funny.
He's the Count. He counts and he laughs. And my little 3-year-old heart fell in love.
Oh.
But then, at age 5, my love affair with numbers was solidified. I had received some money for maybe a birthday or a holiday.
Right.
And so we went to the bank and I opened my first savings account.
Oh, that's funny. Did you have a passbook back then?
I did. They didn't have it on your phone. There was no online banking.
Old days.
Yes. And so I received a passbook. And it had my name on it and how much money. It was so exciting.
I love those.
My little 5-year-old heart was so excited. And I kept it in a very safe place.
That's so cute.
Okay. And about 3 months later, my dad comes to me and says, grab your passbook. We have to go to the bank. And I thought my little 5-year-old brain was like, are they going to, what's wrong? You know, little 5-year-old, you don't know.
Right.
You know, you don't understand what's happening. But I was obedient, and I took my passbook back to the bank, and I handed it to the teller, even though I was very nervous. I thought, is she taking it? What is happening?
Right.
Okay, so she took it, and she walked away. She came back and handed it back to me and smiled. And I thought, what happened? And I opened it. There was more money, Forbes.
Oh, God, the first time you saw it. I love your eyes. I love this story. There was more money just for putting it in the bank.
Yeah, there was more money. And the more exciting thought was, can we do it again? How often does this happen? How does this work? What is happening?
I was playing Barbie dolls and you were making interest. Oh, my girl, I missed out.
And that's when my love affair with numbers was solidified.
I think it's great.
So, and that day, I learned about compound quarterly interest. I learned what a quarter was at age 5.
Oh, wow.
So I learned that, but more importantly, I learned about passive income. I learned what it meant to do something one time and get paid over and over again.
That has to be the actual dream. But you didn't go into banking, you went into law. Why?
Well, I was a banker before I was a lawyer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, explain. So go ahead, you really, really fell in love with this.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And well, okay, I'm a lawyer, but I didn't become a lawyer till I was in my 40s.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, it was always a dream of mine to be a lawyer, but life happens to us.
Okay.
Okay, it's just life.
Well,
and it's
what?
okay.
What happened?
Okay, well, I had my son, and life, that's all I can say, is life happens to all of us, and we get sidetracked from our dreams. But dreams, true dreams, God-given dreams, have no expiration date.
Okay, that's my new t-shirt. Guys, write this down. True dreams have no expiration date. Pretty cool.
So, thanks to passive income, when I became an empty nester. My son grew up and joined the Marine Corps. And what was I to do now? Sometimes when we're moms, our whole identity gets wrapped up in our children, which isn't bad. We're givers, we're nurturers. It's just when they're gone, then we sit and say, now what do I do?
Right.
And it was reminded to me of my lifelong dream to go to law school. And because I had passive income, I could afford to stop working for 3 years and go to law school.
Oh, wow. That's what a dream that is. And so passive income has always been part of your life.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, and now you're bringing a tool and instrument to other people?
Yes,
Help me understand what that is.
Absolutely. So we have a company where we do a job once.
Right.
Let me back up. I
Okay.
apologize, Forbes. Let me back up. My husband and I were both in sales. Now, when you're in sales, you sell something, you get a commission. You sell something, you get a commission. But you're always looking for that new prospect.
Right.
One day, someone comes to my husband and says, what if you sold something once and got paid every month? And boy, it didn't take us but a second to say, tell us more.
Okay. Tell me more.
So...
I'm a good student. I want my passbook stamped.
Yes, I want that more, right?
Yeah.
So we found out what it is when you open a merchant services account, which is banking. We had been in banking prior to that.
Right.
So we did a job once. We introduced a merchant, a business owner, to our sponsor bank. Mm-hmm. And that sponsor bank pays us every month.
Wow. All right. So that's good for you and your husband. You now have a retirement. What about the rest of us?
So, well, I found when I'm not working, I love to golf at Disney World.
You what? Wait.
I love it. I love to. I'm from Ohio, but I love to go to Disney World and golf. But you know what is terrible?
What?
It's golfing by yourself.
Okay.
So I created an affiliate program so that my friends can refer their friends, merchants or business owners to us, and I pay them every month.
Oh, I love this. You have also a story about one of your friends. Explain this one to me.
Oh yes, one of my friends, she really got the bug. And she referred her dentist and her favorite restaurant, and now she makes her Mercedes-Benz payment every month.
You're kidding me. Wait. Seriously, is that simple?
It is that
And
simple.
we're not talking network marketing. We're not talking you have to go out and sell a skincare or a no-knee juice or anything like that. This is about business, which they're doing anyway.
Yes.
Like, by the way, I'm just finding out about this. This is something I want to follow up on. Since I'm so excited, how do we find out how to get in touch with you?
Well, I have a free gift that is a cheat sheet on what makes a good merchant.
Okay.
And it's at cashflowfreegift.com.
I'm going there. Write that down. Cashflowfreegift.com. Brought to you by the one and only Miss Teresa Kohler. Hello. I was going to say you don't only make sinks, but you make money flow.
There you go, Kohler. Yes, that's yes. When I introduce myself, sometimes they're like, "No, what was your last name?" And we're like, "Kohler, like the plumbing." Yeah.
That doesn't sound sexy.
No,
Kohler,
but
like
I'll tell you, if I was Kohler, I'd probably find it very exciting.
Yeah, that's actually very true. So I'm just learning about this. And I mean, my company we have a merchant account.
Sure.
And I'm thinking now I need to switch my account and make some cash flow.
Absolutely.
This is amazing. Now, but you're also still an in-house counsel?
I'm in-house counsel for the merchant services company.
That's just genius. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So now you get to golf with your friends. What's so appealing about golfing at Disney World?
Well, it's the happiest place on turf. That's what they call it.
You didn't just say that.
That's what they call it.
The happiest place on turf.
Yes.
Oh, you're so funny.
Yes.
Have you always, at the same time when you were 5 and 8, did you have an affair, this love affair with Mickey? Come on.
Absolutely. Yes. I always wanted.
Those big ears.
You know what? Actually, I love Daisy because she puts up with Donald.
Oh, that's very funny. You know, it's funny. You make me think about my dad only could draw one thing. He used to draw Donald Duck all the time. I can still draw. I draw the best Donald Duck.
Yeah, I love Donald.
Oh, that's so special. Tell me about your husband.
My husband is the most amazing man you will ever meet.
How did you meet him?
We met.
Was it at a strip club?
Pretty close. No, it was at a bar. We were introduced. Can't believe I'm telling you this. I can't believe I'm saying this on camera. We were introduced by an ex-boyfriend of mine.
Oh, this is...
I went out with my husband as a grudge.
Are you kidding me?
No kidding.
And so you go out with him, and when did you guys decide, or when did you fall in love?
About 6 months. Because originally it was a grudge, like to get back to this other guy, and we just clicked. We had similar desires, similar goals.
How long ago was this?
25 years ago.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What a beautiful love story. You have like this energy and this glow about you. What's your mission, your passion?
My mission is to provide paths for other people to passive income. Now, whether it's through our business, or there are many paths of passive income out there,
right.
Through real estate. We also have an ATM division, and that is also passive income. I don't know if you know this, Forbes, but when you go to a restaurant or a club and you use their ATM and they charge you $5 or $10,
right,
the owner of that ATM gets that entire amount.
Are you serious?
Very serious.
Okay, this is like a massive education from Forbes Riley here. I hope you're listening and taking notes, but I had no idea.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so affordable to get into this game. You're going to laugh. You can get into it for less than $4,000 to get an ATM.
Wow. How do you know where to put it?
Well, that's on the cheat sheet
I
at
love you guys.
cashflowfreegift.com, and it has like a little checklist
Right.
of what makes a good place.
This is a spectacular wealth of knowledge, and I've known you for almost more than a year. How come you got keeping all this from me?
Well, I also wrote a book about business startup, and that's why I came to you, because I had no idea how to articulate how to sell this book that I had written. But this is my passion, the passive income for people, to give that freedom to people so they don't, if that paycheck doesn't come next month, oh well, I have this passive stream of income.
Okay, there are so many people out there who need this because we're seeing more and more homeless. If you get hit with an emergency, you are out of luck if you are paycheck to paycheck. So I want you to look at my camera, talk to my audience, and inspire them to take action.
Living paycheck to paycheck is scary. I was a single mom, and I worked in a club, and if I didn't go to work, I didn't get paid. And if I didn't go to work and get paid, my baby didn't eat. So now my mission is to share paths, proven paths to passive income with anyone who has that fear. You don't have to live in fear. Passive income is not just for some special class of people. It's for all of us, but you need to be educated on it, and I would love to help you. Cashflowfreegift.com.
Teresa, you are just setting the world on fire.
I learned from the best, Forbes Riley.
Well, I love you for saying that. That's very sweet. You have been not only an outstanding student, but certainly an inspiration for me. I don't think I realized all this about you. And we're going to have a little conversation after this. Well, because I'm thinking, one, I can help you promote what you're doing and enjoy the benefits of it because it's kind of brilliant.
It is, and it's something people don't realize is out there.
Well, I think we don't let people realize a lot of things. I don't know why that is. Certain people just keep secrets. Now, by the way, how do you feel that that bank that used to have great interest rates now pays you hardly any interest rates?
When I was a child, that savings account paid 5%.
Right.
Now it pays 0.5%.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. Maybe 0.1%.
Want to hear a funny story?
Sure.
I had a passbook as well. I was 8 years old when I opened my account, and I had a big balloon signature. When my parents passed away, I was 40 years old. I went to the hometown bank because I was going to close the account.
Yeah.
And you have to sign, back then. And I signed it, and they wouldn't give me my money. Because number one, I had changed my name. And two, my signature didn't have balloons with a big heart around it. And if it wasn't for somebody who worked in the bank that I went to high school with, who vouched for me, I wouldn't have gotten my money.
Interesting.
I thought, what a strange, antiquated system, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So nowadays with electronics and internet, I have certainly a different banking system. But yes, the big passbook. Oh, I remember that. So
it was my prized possession, Forbes.
Look
it really
at you.
was. It was.
All right. So your son is in the Marine Corps. What's his name?
John.
And what would John say about his mom?
We have a joke at our house that John joined the Marine Corps because it would be easier than living with his mom, because his mom is tough. He says, if you think Marines are mean, wait till you meet my mom. And that's just because I like law and order. I like the numbers. I like the order. I went to law school. I like how it's supposed to be, and that's okay.
Wow, you know, it's funny as I'm looking at you, I went to college to be a lawyer. I thought I always, when the time I was like 8 years old, I wanted to be Perry Mason, or I wanted to be on that. I looked at that. Turns out I didn't want to be a lawyer. I wanted to be an actor playing a lawyer.
Oh.
There's way too much reading.
Yes.
So you went through where did you go to law school?
I went to Regent University in Virginia Beach.
Was it challenging to pass the bar?
Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely.
But you did
Yes,
it.
yes.
You were such an inspiration to women. And do you speak about this?
That is on my speaker list, to talk about dreams have no expiration date.
I love that as the title of your keynote speech. I'm going to help you promote that. Dreams have no expiration date. Just what a treat and what a blessing to have you in our world. Is there anything else that you want to share?
Yes, that dreams don't have an expiration date. Something happens to women when they empty nest because they have been wrapped up in their children's lives. It's now your time. It's your turn. The children have been in the forefront. The children have been the object. And now it's your turn. It's your turn to be on this side of the camera. It's your turn to speak and inspire others, because the world needs your voice.
Teresa, I want to thank you so very much. This was a message that I needed to hear today, that the world needs to hear our voices, that as a woman, as a mom, it is so very important to not let your dreams die. Both of my kids just fled the house at 21, and it was interesting. I'm so grateful that I always kept my career, because if I hadn't, I watched my mom when I left the house at 17. She had nothing, and she never did really anything else with her life, which was so sad. So if dreams have no expiration date, what are your dreams? Share them with us. Reach out. You can always find me on social media. I want to thank you so much for watching this part of the show, and stay tuned. We'll be right back after this message.